I think it's time to watch the party die. Kendrick opens with a declaration. The party isn't just a club or a sound, it's the entire ecosystem of hip-hop that's been built on shallow flexing, fake street cred, and corporate spectacle. He's not just talking about music, he's talking about the culture, the industry, the people who run it, and the ones who profit from it. The shit done got...
And not only that, he's so intentional with his words. He's intentional with what he says compared to Drake, who just says things and doesn't care about how it affects the culture or affects the future. Why? Because he's a culture vulture.
Why? Mama would tell me be careful because they not your friends. Be careful with them hoes, they want your ends. I love you, mama. When I got that call, they said I lost my best friend. I grabbed my gat, young nigga, had to spin. I told everybody.
Kendrick Lamar warned us. He said the party was dying.
It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TD Jakes, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all.
Breaking news tonight, Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul.
Yeah, gonna wreck, yeah, wreck, slug a wreck, boot it, wreck. You know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a saint.
I don't wanna block. I don't wanna block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. You know Roscoe? Man, that man fucking scrub. That fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro? But I don't fucking know, because every day nigga broke a fucking ball. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
And now, we're watching it happen in real time.
Yeah.
Hip-hop's biggest names are falling, the industry's old tricks aren't working, and the culture is burning down for a reason. Watch the Party Die isn't just a song, it's a prophecy, a eulogy, and a blueprint for what comes next. When Kendrick says it's time to watch the party die, he's not just talking about a sound or a trend. He's talking about the entire ecosystem of hip-hop and entertainment that's been built on excess, ego, and empty spectacle. He's talking about the Diddys, the Drakes, the Young Thugs, the Games, the 21 Savages, the DJ Akademiks, and the whole Atlanta party sound that once ruled the world, but now can't even keep the lights on. Let's start with the party host himself, Diddy. Once the king of the industry, the man who threw the wildest parties, who defined what it meant to be a mogul. Now, he's facing prison, his empire crumbling, his legacy tainted by scandal and criminal charges. The party host is going to prison, and the party is over. Then there's Young Thug. For years, he was the face of Atlanta's street credibility, the wild card who could do no wrong. But now, his street rep is in shambles, exposed by prison phone calls and legal drama. The world heard the tapes. The mystique is gone. The party's over for Thug, too. Drake, the man who made hip-hop safe for the...
Let me ask this real quick. Y'all still listening to Young Thug? Are we still listening to Young Thug? Drop it in the comments. I'm curious to know. Look, it's your preference. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm sure y'all are law-abiding citizens. There's nothing wrong with it. Drop it in the comments. Y'all still listening to Young Thug?
Suburbs is spiraling. Gambling lawsuits, career decline, and a public image that's gone from untouchable to unstable. The man who once set the trends is now chasing them, desperate to stay relevant as the culture moves on without him. Even his closest allies, like Aiden Ross and DJ Akademiks, are getting caught up in lawsuits, bans, and scandals of their own. The party they built together is collapsing. 21 Savage? He's the voice of the "it's rigged" cope. When the culture turned on Drake, 21 couldn't defend him with bars, so he tried to defend him with excuses. But the truth is, the bar has been raised, and 21 can't jump over it. The party's over for him, too. The Game, once the West Coast's loudest voice, is losing respect in his own backyard. He tried to claim Kendrick's throne, but the city isn't buying it. The murals are getting whacked out, and the new generation isn't looking to the Game for leadership anymore. The party's over on the West Coast, too. The mumble rap wave that dominated the charts for years, it's dead. The ripple effect is everywhere. The kids aren't buying it. The culture is hungry for something real, something with substance, something that means something. The party sound doesn't work anymore. Kendrick's message is clear. Hip-hop is burning for a good purpose. The destruction is necessary. The old ways have to die so something better can be built.
The first thing I see on his Instagram are
dirty Air Forces tied tight as hell.
This nigga literally terrorizing this man on 9/11.
This nigga Kendrick literally got Osama bin Laden in his blood. Because why the hell did he drop today?
You got the Super Bowl victory. Consensus said you won the battle already. What are we doing here?
We need a fumble. You ever watch football and you need a nigga to do some shit?
You've done enough. Drake ain't did you that. He threw subliminals.
I don't even know the name of the joint. Watch the party die.
We need a fumble.
Let's not waste more time.
Very relaxed beat. Some nice, smooth, chill shit.
Why I'm getting Meet the Grams vibes.
The boogeyman himself is back.
He's really the boogeyman, man.
He's Thanos right now, sitting on his deck, overlooking the sunset.
I think it's time to watch the party die.
He's not just criticizing for the sake of it. He's calling for a rebirth, a return to substance, to meaning, to artistry. He calls out the industry's obsession with spectacle, with clout, with empty flexing. He sees the party for what it is, a circus, a distraction, a way to keep people from seeing the truth. He's not interested in arguing with clowns or reasoning with people who can't see the future. He's here to walk the culture down, to do everyone a solid, to bring tough love that sometimes has to result in violence, verbal, cultural, and, if necessary, career-ending. Kendrick's bars cut deeper than ever. He talks about killing the killers, burning the whole village, starting over. He's not just talking about individuals, he's talking about the entire system. The radio personalities pushing propaganda for a salary, the influencers who hate what he represents, the artists who glorify scamming and materialism, the men who parade in gluttony without giving truth to the youth. He's calling out the hypocrisy, the lack of substance, the failure to provide anything meaningful to the next generation. He's asking, what are you working for? Is it just a party more than the women you claim to dominate? Is it just to scam, to flex, to chase clout? Or is it to build something that lasts, something that matters? Kendrick's vision is bigger than just tearing things down. He wants to see a new earth, filled with beautiful people making humanity work. He wants to kill the followers who follow the obvious degenerates, the ones failing to acknowledge the hope that real artists are trying to spread. He's not interested in being everyone's favorite. He's interested in being the vote for change, the catalyst for a new era. He prays for life, for peace, for protection from the lames and the pocket watchers. He asks God to bless his words, to draw the line between him and those trying to confuse the culture. He admits his own struggles, his own need for forgiveness, his own battles with pride and temptation. He's not above the fray. He's in it, fighting for something bigger than himself.
I think it's time to watch the party die. Street niggas and the corporate guys, the rappers that report the lies.
Let's break it down, line by line, layer by layer. I think it's time to watch the party die. Kendrick opens with a declaration. The party isn't just a club or a sound, it's the entire ecosystem of hip-hop that's been built on shallow flexing, fake street cred, and corporate spectacle. He's not just talking about music, he's talking about the culture, the industry, the people who run it, and the ones who profit from it. The shit done got.
And not only that, he's so intentional with his words. He's intentional with what he says compared to Drake, who just says things and doesn't care about how it affects the culture or affects the future. Why? Because he's a culture vulture. Let's keep going, y'all. This is crazy.
Too wicked to apologize.
This shit got too wicked to apologize.
It's time to watch the party die.
This shit got too wicked to apologize.
Basically, I ain't J. Cole. I'm not apologizing for nothing.
It's different. Get him whacked and disqualified. He's saying the game is too far gone for apologies. The scandals, the crimes, the betrayals, there's no coming back. Get him whacked and disqualified is a double entendre. In mob slang, whacked means eliminated. And in hip-hop, it means being exposed or canceled. Kendrick is calling for the removal of those who've corrupted the culture. We even kill the killers because they like taking innocent lives. Burn the whole village, we start over, is really that time.
We even kill the killers because they like taking innocent lives. Burn the whole village, we start over, it's really that time.
He said we'll even burn the village.
He's not just talking about individuals, he's talking about the system. Kill the killers means holding even the most powerful accountable. Burn the whole village is a call for radical change. The industry needs to be destroyed and rebuilt from the ground up. It's a necessary destruction, not just for revenge, but for justice. Why reason with these niggas if they can't see the future first?
Reason with these niggas if they can't see the future first.
Kendrick is done arguing with people who can't see what's coming. He's referencing how he saw the future of hip-hop before anyone else, how he predicted the Drake downfall, the collapse of the party sound, the exposure of fake street rappers. He's not wasting time on those who are stuck in the past. Why argue with these clowns if the circus is well at work?
Why argue with these clowns if the circus is well at work?
He said he can't even reason with these niggas.
You got a bunch of clowns acting real stupid, real foolish, all over the internet.
If they don't see the vision, what's the point of even wasting your breath on them?
The circus is the industry, full of distractions, antics, and empty entertainment. The clowns are the artists, influencers, and media personalities who keep the spectacle going. Kendrick is saying the circus is thriving, but it's not real art. He's not interested in being part of the show. Just walk that man down. That'll do everyone a solid. It's love, but tough love sometimes gotta result in violence.
Just walk that man down, that'll do everyone a solid.
We just saw you walking down.
Walking down the whole time, you know we got some hoe in him. That's a line from Not Like Us, obviously the biggest Drake diss.
It's love, but tough love sometimes gotta result in violence.
Oh my God. This man talking to this man like a motherfucking teenage boy, man.
Hey, sometimes you gotta take your belt off. You gonna get whelped.
Y'all think Drake in his mansion right now listening to this?
Walk that man down
Yes.
is street slang for confronting someone directly, ending their run. Kendrick's victory over Drake wasn't just personal, it was for the culture. Sometimes, tough love means ending careers, not out of hate, but to save the art form. If you parade in gluttony without giving truth to the youth, the graveyard is company, just tell us what casket to choose.
You parading gluttony without giving truth to the youth. The graveyard is company, just tell us what casket to choose. Say party with the bitches.
That's like a battle rap.
This is a lot of death talk.
Does this have anything to do with Drake?
Nothing necessarily about Drake yet.
Drake is one piece to this puzzle.
This feels like a shot at the industry.
Yeah, to me, this is certainly about the state of the music industry today, as opposed to just a Drake.
He's calling out artists who flaunt excess and materialism without offering substance or guidance to the next generation. The graveyard is a metaphor for the emptiness that comes from living for the party. Tell us what casket to choose is a warning. Keep living this way and you're choosing your own demise.
No, Mike Drop, it wasn't a warning. He was talking directly to him. And shout out my boy Mike Drop TV. It's your boy Jet Ski G. We back with another banger. And honestly, you can see why this is Nas's favorite track. Like, he always alludes to this track, Watch the Party Die. Because you could tell it's like a purification of hip hop. He talked about how there's going to be a purification of hip hop. And he almost talked from a standpoint of like a Cat Williams standpoint, how Cat Williams said what was going to happen, then it happened. Now Kendrick is saying what's going to happen, then it happened. It was like a purification of hip hop. And the wildest part about Kendrick that, you know, I'm constantly amazed with is how intentional he is with his words. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, you got to be intentional with your thoughts, your actions, what's in your heart, everything. But he's very intentional with what he says, how he says it, and how it's framed. Because, you know, once you know these lyrics by heart, they have impact on the world. It's going to vibrate throughout the world. And he's very intentional with what he says. And not only that, through all this, and really you can see it really illustrated in this track right here, how he's rapping with a purpose and how he sees a bigger purpose. It's not all about just confusing the youth and, you know, just using the youth to gain money. You really don't care where the youth goes. You got to remember, Drake is a Jewish white man from Canada. You get what I'm saying? That's why he doesn't care about what happens to the American kids or the American black kids in America. DJ Akademiks is he's not native to America. He doesn't know the plight of the American black kid. So him and Drake, they don't care about the American black kid. They don't care about any of that. They don't have a purpose for the American black child, the American white child, the American youth in general. They don't have a purpose for that. They don't care. That's why you'll hear DJ Akademiks basically making fun of Chirac. You'll see DJ Akademiks siding with the Canadian man over the American man, where everybody from New York on the East Coast, West Coast, down south, like, whoa, they not even from around here. But he can't see that. And you'll have Drake, who's a Canadian white guy from Toronto, a rich part of Toronto. And we're wondering why he's just coming into the youth within hip hop and just using them and taking everything he can take and just taking the money and all that stuff. He's a Jewish guy from Toronto. Not nothing wrong with that, but, you know, why would he care? And now you're up against somebody who grew up in America, in the slums of America, made it out, and has a purpose to give back to the people of America. It never was a rap battle. It was always something bigger than that. It was always bigger than Nino Brown. So y'all drop it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this, the purification of hip hop. Watch the Party Die. And when you really break it down bar for bar and how intentional he was with everything he was saying, it's actually a beautiful track. It's one of the most beautiful tracks he ever made, honestly. Like, it's almost unfortunate that this track gets caught up in the battle. It's a beautiful track on what he's actually illustrating on what's going to happen, why it's happening, and what's the future is going to what the future is going to hold. All right, so it's your boy Jet Ski G. If ain't nobody told you they love y'all, you know I love y'all. I'm gonna drop another banger. It's gonna be right here. Make sure y'all click this video right here. I'm gonna catch y'all in this next video. I'm out, y'all.